Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Miserable Rain God coming at you from Long Island, New York. Today we're looking at one of the games in my Classics Games catalog. It's from Sega. It's for the Atari 2600. It's Spy Hunter. Right off the bat, I gotta wonder if these weird lines along the left side of the screen are issues with the emulation, or if they were always there in the 2600 version. I don't remember what this game was like on original hardware, and the 2600 Plus is an emulator-based system, so I'm not sure what that's all about. I haven't played this game in quite a long time. Let's see how it looks, how it feels, how it sounds. Here's a quick round of Spy Hunter. Okay, there's the weapons van dropping me off. Enemies in this game are blue cars, I believe. Let's take a look. The button shoots my machine guns. Oh, that's an interesting question. I'm going to be getting secondary weapons in this, but I don't know how to fire them. That car is bulletproof. He has to be rammed off the road or just avoided. I get a weapons van power-up, we'll see how to fire those secondary weapons. Oh! Got the power-up, got killed immediately. Okay. Oh, there's another weapons van. Okay. That one gave me oil slick. Let's see how I can shoot it. Pressing the button still fires my machine gun. Pressing the button with holding back or holding forward only changes my direction. It doesn't change what I'm firing. Double pressing the button does nothing. Guys, I am at a loss as to how to fire those secondary weapons here. That's interesting. This is Smokescreen now. Same story with Smokescreen. I don't see a way to fire it. The Atari 2600 only had one button, and I guess I'm running that... Oh! And I threw myself off the road. The Atari 2600 only had one button on the joystick, and that's the game. Okay, seems like we still have some things to figure out. Let's take a look at the manual. Alright, here is a manual that I am accessing on gamesdatabase.org. Unfortunately, I do not have the manual for my copy of this game, so I have to get it online, but that's fine. The archives of manuals and ROMs for the 2600 and the 7800 are extensive online. Here's a look at some really cool cover art for that manual. Well, apparently you are a world-class spy, driving for your life in your ultra-equipped, turbocharged spy-mobile. Maneuver your car with all the speed and skill you can, always watching for the Road Lord, the Switchblade, and the Enforcer. Oh my goodness, they have some awesome names for the enemy cars here. Using your controls. What is that? Dual control module. Oh boy. Button B, second controller. Player 2 joystick is button B. I am guessing that is how you use the secondary weapons in the game. Well, that's novel. I had no idea something like that existed. Look at that. It's some kind of cradle. The illustration even tells you how to run the wires. Oh, that's cool. It's cool, but it's bulky. Look at the illustration of the person holding it in their hands. That is not going to be comfortable. That is not going to be properly weighted. That's not going to be great for playing for a long period. Very, very interesting. I had no idea something like that was available at any time. I wonder if it came with the game. It does say the Spy Hunter dual control module. So I wonder if it came with the game or if it was sold separately or what. It has a Velcro TM attachment. Both fire buttons are used for activating your spy weapons. You only use joystick 1 to maneuver your spy car. All right. So that's a look at our gameplay. Ooh, enemy agents. The spy car faces various enemy agents along the course. Well, duh. The Road Lord is bulletproof. The Switchblade has the buzzsaw hubcaps. The Enforcer fires a shotgun. I didn't see anybody firing a shotgun, so that's interesting. The Copter, the Mad Bomber, drops the bombs. Okay. The Barrel Dumper is one of the boats, and Dr. Torpedo, well, he fires torpedoes at the spy boat. On land, enemy agents are blue. On water, all are the enemy. Okay. Advertisements for other games. Buck Rogers. Star Trek. Congo Bongo. I don't know what that is. Looks neat. Look at those screenshots. Gotta love them. Up and down. I don't know what that is, but the illustration on the box looks a little bit like the taxi cab from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Benny the Cab was that character's name. Oh, Tapper. Everybody knows Tapper. If you've seen Wreck-It Ralph movies, you know Tapper. Side-splitting, soda-slinging, laughs, and spills. Hey, very cool. All right, so that's a look at the manual. All right, let me dig in my box. I will go grab another controller, and we'll see how those secondary weapons work. Okay, I am back. I have retrieved a second controller from my box. I kind of placed it on my desktop behind my regular controller. This is pretty uncomfortable. It is not a good layout. I'm sure it will be functional, but it is far from ideal, and I'm looking forward to finding out how it feels to play, if it's just too difficult and uncomfortable to even be worth it, or maybe it'll work pretty well, and who knows, we'll have a good game. All right, here we go. Hopefully we get a truck soon, so we can a weapons van soon, so that we can get a secondary weapon. Try things out. Okay, there's one. Excellent. Oil slick. Let's see how it goes. Naturally, there's a helicopter dropping bombs on me when all I want to do is have an enemy car to test my oil slicks on. Alright, there's some. Oh my goodness, this game does not want to have an enemy car spawn behind me. There we go. Okay, oil slick again. Oh, okay, that works. Okay. Another weapons van. Oh, smoke screen. Oh, that's interesting. Just one quick tap makes the smoke screen come out for about 5 or 6 seconds. That's good to know. Well, apparently I have been doing good enough to get a new life, so that's great. Okay. Enemies appearing, enemies appearing. Oh. I'm sorry, civilian in the tan car. I didn't mean to kill you. You were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, the helicopter took out one of the enemy cars. That's funny. Didn't know that was possible. So when it comes to Spy Hunter for the 2600, I originally played this game at a cousin's house. My cousin lived in Vermont, and we did not see them very often. They were not my first cousin or anything like that, but somebody that I would see at a lot of family functions. It was a more distant cousin, and it was rare for us to visit them. Oh, look, I made it to the water. It was rare for us to visit them, but I know on one occasion when we did, and we stayed a couple days with them, they had a 2600. They had a lot of the same games I did, but they also had Spy Hunter. And I don't think I had any familiarity with the arcade version of Spy Hunter, but I did check the game out, and I know I was immediately captivated, and I immediately wanted the game for myself. I'm sure that, you know, the fast driving and the missiles and the smoke screen. Actually, I wonder if I even encountered the smoke screen at that time. But the fast driving and the machine guns, the helicopters, it was all a winning combination to me. And I really, really wanted the game. And I remember making Christmas lists where I was asking for the game. And this might be even after the 7800 came out, and I still wanted this game from, 1980-something, 1983, 1982 for the 2600. So that'll let you know how much I really wanted it. Another cousin of mine who lived in upstate New York had a Commodore 64 and a copy of Spy Hunter. So I remember being excited to go visit them because they had the game, and I probably wasn't even aware that Commodore 64 was able to, play games at much higher fidelity than the 2600 most likely. So I probably didn't even have an awareness of that. But I did play Spy Hunter there on Commodore 64. And then finally, at some point, I got a version of the game myself. Here's the funny thing. I don't remember ever having it, and yet there it was in my box of games. I have absolutely no recollection of ever playing this game on a copy myself as a kid. It was a complete surprise when I got the 2600 Plus, and then I went to my parents' house and found a box of old games in the basement. And looking through that was a copy of Spy Hunter. I had absolutely no memory of ever having owned it. So it was a real treat to find it. It's a real treat to be able to share it with everyone today. Playing with it for the first time in, who knows, ever. I wonder if I bought it on eBay at some point, or got it from a retro game store and then put it away and then completely forgot about it, because I really don't remember having had it. So I wanted it for a long time. Apparently I've had it for a long time, and it's a real treat. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. It actually controls pretty well. Those secondary weapons are rather difficult and clunky to use in this version, but it is completely playable. The more I play, I feel like I'm getting a little bit better at it. My first round didn't last that long. Then suddenly, the last round I was making it to the water, and so I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm having a good time, and yeah, this is a pretty good version of Spy Hunter. It doesn't look great. It looks like an Atari 2600 game, but hey, that's what you have to expect. I love that this helicopter drops the bombs, and then it leaves a crater in the road, and if you hit the crater, you die. It's really inventive. It's really cool. Oh. Those guys will pop my tires if I hit them from the side. Was his name Switchblade? I don't remember what their names were. My truck just kind of pushes him over. Okay, that was a look at Spy Hunter for the Atari 2600. I hope you had a good time. I sure did. If you have any memories of Spy Hunter, any version of the game, I'd love to hear about them. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, give it a subscribe, give it a share. It's all good. We're having a great time. I have been Miserable Rain God. Always be kind and considerate to your neighbors, and have fun.